season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Down! Back 22! Back 22!
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, and partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3. After the penalty, it's Henry. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Richmond. Down. Back 22. Back 22.
Back to throw, Watson. Throw left side, complete. That's Burton. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Come back. Down. Back 22. Back 22.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. The pitch to Henry. Room to run inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
On 1st down, Watson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for him.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Down. Flag 22. Flag 22.
A give to Henry. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Richmond.
Here's Watson. Over the middle, complete. That's Burton. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Kelly to try to punch it in. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Down. Green 39. Green 39. Richmond.
Watson now to throw. Rolling to his right. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. They'll toss it to Henry. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Target.
Here's Watson. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
and the first play will be a field goal try. This just a 24-yard attempt. And Parkey's kick is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
319.
They begin with Henry. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. A face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
A toss right to Henry. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start. But, boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Throwing is Rodgers. Now he's forced out left. Now he's flushed out left. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Box it, box it, box it, box it.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Able to shake him off. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
319! Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Here's Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Steps away to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
58! Back more. 319.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break.
319.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured bear on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Come back.
On first down, it's Watson. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Muhammad Wilkerson getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Black 22.
Derrick Henry, and he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
You don't want no problem. You don't want no problem with me.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. On first down, Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And that is incomplete here. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And Adams has it, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. This is Henry. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Richmond. Down. Blue 80.
To throw is Watson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Watson on first down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
They'll run with Henry. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Richmond. Come back. Tiger.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Inside.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Packers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Rodgers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Black 22! Black 22! Richmond! 58 Mike, 58 Mike. Come back! 58 Mike! Tiger!
After the interception, here's Watson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on 1st down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on 1st down.
Reset!
On 2nd and 10, Watson being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. To throw on 2nd down. Rodgers under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers. He's going to launch this thing way down. And got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Rodgers now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
The penalty helps a bit, but still 8 yards to go on 3rd down for this offense. Working from the gun, Rodgers. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Hey, 626. Hey, 626.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a 1st down. It's 4th. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Burton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A very solid gain of 27.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they've peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Here's Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Nick Perry with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back.
That's fine. Yeah. Jump out. 319. 319.
Throwing now is Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Throwing is Rodgers. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
319.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage with a flag down here to boot. So they may back up further. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now it's Henry. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
158.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The offense on third down tonight, they've been excellent, 6 for 7. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Calling a gain of 10, and they pick up the first. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Henry, and he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Dante Fowler in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, 626.
Rodgers throwing here. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
The Packers on third down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This is 3rd and 7.
319.
Now Rodgers. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Leonard Floyd in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
319.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Packers, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.